This thing is so cool to drive around the city. What is going on? Oh, that was close. If you're a Subaru fan, then this is the BeamNG mod for you. It's the 2000 Subaru Impreza WRX STI mod. This brings the second generation WRX to the game. It was known as the Bug Eye because it has a very strange front headlight design that apparently looks like bug's eyes. I don't know, I quite like the look of it. I don't think it's ugly, but these have become very, very famous and iconic in the Subaru fan community. I've always been an Evo fan, a Mitsubishi Evo fan, but look at these gold wheels. Is there anything more iconic in like Japanese rally cars than these gold wheels on the Subarus? Now, this has a 2-litre flat 4 with 270 horsepower, but this mod has a really cool feature. We've got Forza-derived engine sound. So from the game Forza, listen to this. That sounds really good. Way better than the flat 4 engine sounds in normal BeamNG. Now, to be fair, the interior is not that high quality, but it's got a good J-beam, and I'm going to show you how this thing handles. So, we're taking it out onto a map called the Sadam Pass. It's a Touge map set in Japan, surrounded by cherry blossom, and it's a beautiful map mod that you can get on the BeamNG forums. Now, this car is made by a guy called Josh. Thank you so much to them for sending me a copy of this car to review. You can get this mod through Gumroad. It is a subscription on Gumroad. I think it's $5 Australian, which is $3 US a month. You also get access to other mods that I'll be making in the future, and the awesome BMW Z4 mod, which I love and also has an amazing engine sound. Probably one of the best sounding engines I've experienced in BeamNG. So, can we get this thing to 4-wheel drift? Let's have a look. So, 270 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds, but that all-wheel drive is really designed for grip. Whoa, yes, you can kind of get it to all-wheel drift. Yes, whoa, oh, nearly held onto it. Right, what's the damage like? Not bad, but I think we should do a full-speed crash test. Okay, here we go. We're heading down the mountain. Let's crash into the barrier here. There we go. Oh, yes, it's pretty strong, but whoa, actually, I think that J-beam's pretty good. Look at the wheel that's been moved there. Here we go again. I've seen a concrete barrier here. This should be a bit better. Whoa. Oh, yeah. That looks really good. Look at the deformation there. So this mod comes with 7 different configs. You can see we've got a really cool looking Rockstar energy drink sponsored rally car, but I think we should go for the drift rear wheel drive config. Let's try and drift this thing on the Touge. And let's go and start at the top of the hill. Here we go. Wow, listen to this thing. That is really loud. That is crazy. Okay, such a distinctive flat 4 noise. Okay, here we go. Lots of wheel spin. I think I'm going to leave it in 3rd. Whoa, that's too fast. Okay, 2nd. Oh my goodness, this thing's hard to handle. Right. Whoa, yeah, okay. You've got to be really careful. Oh my goodness. But you can drift it like crazy. I do find it easier to usually drift in 3rd person. Look at that. That was really good. Whoa. Yeah, drifting in 3rd person tends to be easier for me. There we go. Look at that. This handles amazingly, and I love the body kit on this thing. Actually, it's a pretty tastefully done drifting car. I like the, whoa, kind of retro livery on this. Now, as much as I love this map, I think there's only so much drifting I can do in a video. Oh, dear, and I'm really not a very good drifter, as you know. So let's move back to West Coast USA, the map I usually review cars on. Okay, we're back in West Coast USA with the appropriately named Sea West body kit. Now, this is a pretty cool body kit. It's pretty outlandish, but we've got no rear wing. I think other than that, it's fairly similar to the normal WRX STI. Look at these wheels, these blue wheels. Also, look at all the different colors you can choose. These are all real colors that were sold with this car. Midnight black, is that called? That's weird. It's more like purple, but I like it. Let's go for the blue or the light blue. Look at that. Now, we've also got opening doors here at the front. The backs don't open, but the rear boot does, and we can have a look quickly at the engine. Again, not the highest quality engine model and textures, but it does the job. Okay, I think this thing might have a slightly louder exhaust in it. In fact, a much louder exhaust. It is really, really loud. But it's nice to be in a city driving this thing. Here we go. Overtaking performance is pretty good. These are, of course, turbocharged. Whoa, it really rides pretty low. Look how close that is to the ground. But I really love the way it drives. It is so, so grippy. I mean, look at that. That is really good. You can go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you can go around corners at pretty much any speed, and it's fairly easy to hold drifts and regain control if you're about to spin out. Whoa, that was close. Okay, we are now going the wrong way up the highway, but still, let's see if we can dodge some traffic. Here we go. Whoa! Oh my goodness, dodging the traffic pretty well. This car was, of course, used in Baby Driver. Is it this generation? I think it might be the generation after, which had the more conventional looking headlights. That was close. And of course, I had a red one, not a light blue one. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that was... Okay, we're getting way too close right now. Oh, okay. Let's try and have a head-on crash, if we can. Come on, slow motion. Here we go. Into another Ibishu 200BX. I seem to like to crash into these. Wow. Yeah, I really like the J-Beam. For a real-world car model, it's pretty good. This is called the Charge Speed config. It's got some light tunes to the engine and a really cool-looking body kit. It's pretty cool that there's so many different types of body kit in this pack. We have got a rear wing again, which is nice. Now, interior's the same. Here we go. Lights on. Whoa, yeah. Light tunes. I actually think they're pretty strong. That's pretty fast. The gearbox feels slightly different as well. We have actually got 6 speeds, which is not very common for a car of this age. Here we go, driving through the San Francisco-style streets. Let's see if we can get some drifting going. Whoa, not good. Oh, handbrake turn, yes. Here we go, up the hill. Okay, let's try not to jump it too much. I am aware that the body kit will probably break. Here we go, handbrake. Oh, you can just sort of control it, but it loves to kind of torque steer or spin way too far with the drifting. Oh, yes. All-wheel drifting is a totally different kettle of fish to rear-wheel drifting. I've only just started to get the hang of rear-wheel drifting. Oh my goodness, come on. This thing is so cool to drive around the city. What is going on? Oh, that was close. Now, I believe these had a top speed of about 144, so they weren't designed for super high speed, but for 270 horsepower, 140 miles per hour is a pretty high top speed. There you go, 144 exactly. That's brilliant. Whoa, my goodness, the brakes in this thing. Does it even have anti-lock brakes? Oh, it does. Here is the stance config, and it is super stance. I mean, look at that. You couldn't get any lower. Let's see how this thing drives. I don't think it's going to drive very well, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of stance cars, but I can hear it scraping. No! That's bad. I'd be so scared driving a car that started to scrape along the ground like that. That's horrid. Oh my goodness. Whoa. I mean, it is kind of a meme, isn't it? The whole stancing thing. Whoa, and there's no feeling in the steering either. That's really weird. Oh, well, there goes my body kit. Oh dear. While we're in the shadow here, look at these lights. Don't they look really realistic? I think they look great. These are like baked in light textures to make it look more realistic, and it's a great feature. Here we go. Reverse. Oh, we could put the massive... Look at those massive fog lights. That's cool. I mean, even the exhaust is scraping along the ground. That might be the main thing we can hear. I'm interested to see what it'll be like when we go up some of these hills. Here we go. So up the hill. No, didn't scrape along anything there. Okay, this is a pretty steep hill coming up. Here we go. Oh, just slightly scraped. Come on. Power. Go, go, go. There is quite a bit of turbo lag in this thing. Oh, it just doesn't turn as well as the others. Oh, my goodness. I just think you've ruined the car by doing this. And I can... Oh, scrapes all the time. Obviously, the worst thing is when you start taking it into a car park. And, yeah, it's going to be difficult to avoid scraping it in here. Here we go. Up the spiral. Let's see if something happens here. No, actually, you know what? It's done pretty well there. That's not... I mean, a Ferrari would be worse off, definitely. Okay, then we're in the race variant, and look at this beautiful livery. I really, really like the look of it. It's perhaps not that high-quality texture, but listen to this engine noise. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Increased engine size to 2.5 litre. We've got a sequential gearbox. Let's go. Whoa. Whoa. That's quick. That is super quick. Okay. How does it handle around the corners? So good brakes. Out onto the track. Here we go. Whoa. Turbo lag again, but... Whoa, she's off. That is pretty good. We've got a like a light to tell us when to change gear. A roll cage in here. Change seats. We do have a passenger seat, which is a bit weird. And it is super, super loud. Wow, we're getting backfire as well. Oh, quite hard to control. On the limit. Whoa. Oh. I managed to save that. That was crazy. Well, that's 80, 90, 100, 110... 120, it's hard to control because there's so much power going through the wheels. 160, oh my, the steering has gone really light. If it just wants to take off. 180, 190, that's nearly 200 miles per hour. Here we go. Crash test at 200. Oh, That was really weird. So the whole car has crumpled around the roll cage, which is sort of still intact. Wow. It's like a cube. Okay, let's do the corkscrew corner. How fast can we take it? Pretty fast, actually. And then powering out of it, we're getting... Oh! She is just a monster. Wow. That's crazy. So then the rally variant. Again, I think this has a 2.5-litre engine, but we've got raised ride height, different wheels, and these pretty cool front lights. Look at those. They're so bright. Okay, let's go. Sequential gearbox again. We've got better rev lights in this thing, and it handles pretty interestingly, so you can drift it pretty well. On this derby course, it might not be the best handling car, but whoa, how can it handle a jump? Here we go. So, whoa, that's high. Oh, that was too high. Whoa. I mean, oh, yes. The suspension seems pretty strong, which is good for taking these jumps. Whoa, that's a big jump. Probably too much. Induction system damaged, yeah. So, because it's so powerful, you don't want to be going too fast. We need to go pretty fast over this jump. Ooh. Otherwise, you just end up going way too high in the air. Wow. What about on the tarmac? How does it handle the tarmac? Oh, really rather well. That's quite nice. I mean, the steering kind of goes really light, which I guess is normal when we're getting all that wheel spin, but whoa, it's quite easy to handle. I'm back onto gravel. Whoa, my goodness, what is going on? Yeah, what a monster. Oh, how did the rally drivers handle this thing? But what a cool and seriously loud car this is. I will leave Josh's Gumroad below. It's free USD a month. You can pay for 1 month and you'll get access to all the mods, but whoa, this is definitely worth it. It's crazy. You'll also need the D-Trox wheel pack. I'll leave a link to that in the description. It's just a free mod. You can get on the repo. I'll also make sure to leave a link to that amazing Japanese map mod. But if you'd like to see a Mitsubishi Evo mod for BeamNG, then click the video on screen right now. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. That's all from me, and I'll see you soon with some more simulator adventures.